Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video. Out at the range today with heavy metal, and this has been a highly requested videos. We haven't done one of these in a while, but we're bringing it back because so many of you guys asked for this one specifically, and that is the paper plate test. So what we do, long story short, line up a whole bunch of paper plates. For this video, this is actually 1,200 paper plates, and we catch a round in there. So we've done this with tons of pistols, tons of rifles, even 50 BMG, believe it or not. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. But we've caught a 50 BMG in paper plates. Let me just tell you, this 1,200 right here would not stop a 50 BMG. But because we did it in another video, we know how many it does take to catch it. So check that one after this video if you haven't seen that already. But for this one, we are comparing the 40 versus the 10 millimeter. So put them side by side there. They look very similar. I got 180 grain bullets for both of these, so the bullet weight matches. And I got flat nose rounds for both of these. You would have no idea how hard it was to find these for this video. So normally people like to complain, oh, you should have used the same bullet weight. Well, we got the same bullet weight, 180 grains. And people also like to say, oh, you should have used the same barrel length. Well, I'm going to be firing them both out of my Springfield XDM. So, same gun. Obviously, they're going to be shot at the same barrel length. Shout out to Gun Prime. I got this 10 millimeter XDM from Gun Prime, and I love it. It's probably my favorite pistol. Just saying. Anyways, that's what we're going to do. 40 versus 10 millimeter. Which goes through more paper plates? Same pistol, same bullet weight, and we're just going to see what happens. So, the number one comment when I talk about 10 millimeter is people saying it's not a real 10 millimeter unless it's an Underwood or buffalo bore. And if you're familiar with buying a bunch of ammo, you would know both of those brands are ridiculously expensive. And I typically wouldn't buy it unless I had to, just because the ammo's so expensive. If I have to fire bullets that cost $2 or $3 a piece out of my pistol, I'm probably not buying that pistol. But I don't buy it. I don't believe it. My theory, my hypothesis is that this 10 millimeter is going to have more power, regardless of what all the haters say. But we'll see what happens. So 40 versus 10 millimeter. We got 1,200 paper plates. I think that's going to be plenty enough to catch them. But comment down below how many paper plates you think it's going to take to stop the 10 millimeter and the 40. And before y'all get all happy in the comments, there's something to be said about bullet speed here. So the 10 millimeter could be hotter, going faster, but the additional speed could also mean more deformation, which would mean less plates. So, hey, more plates doesn't necessarily mean more power, if you catch my drift, but hey, that's enough of the nerdy stuff. Y'all sound off in the comments what you think about it. Let's just get to the flanging them part. 1,200 plates, flat nose 180 grain 40, flat nose 180 grain 10 millimeter, and yeah, out of my full-size XDM, which is in camouflage, and I love. Let's see what happens. Boom, boom. And then we're going to bring the cameras up here and see if we can find them in the plates. I think we can. My guess is going to be the 10 millimeter goes further by 50 plates. That's my guess. Also, before somebody says, hey man, why didn't you just count them and mark every 100? Well, these come in packs of, what is this, 600, so both of these come in a pack. So that's 300, 300, 300, 300, 1,200 plates in total. Let's load it up. I'm going to do the shorter 10 first, or 40 rather, than the 10 millimeter. Alright, first shot with the 40, and then I'll follow it up with the 10 millimeter. I'm just going to send them at about 1 to 2 yards here. 40 on the bottom half. And then the 10 millimeter on the top half, I'm going to push these back. Now, let's get the cameras up here, see if we can find those bullets up in these plates. I'm pretty confident we can find both of them. Alright, so now, let's see if we can find these bullets. Like I said, I'm 100% sure this was enough plates to catch it. Like I said, we've done a bunch of other calibers and I halfway remember none of them, but I know how much it took to catch the 50, so we should have plenty for this one. So, back stack of plates. We got no holes in it, just a tick or some kind of bug there. I'm going to set that on the ground. This 300 right here, hey look, no holes in it, so it took less than 600. I'm pretty sure it's not even going to be in this one, but let's look. And there, look, no holes in that one either, so that's 900 off the back that we didn't need. So we can use these in another video. Comment down below what you want to see in another paper plates video. I got a few ideas myself. And then the back here, this first 300, there's no holes coming out the back. So I kind of figured that because those 40 and 10 millimeters, where's my knife? I'm going to set it up like this and take these all out of the plastic real careful. Like those 40s and 10 millimeter FMJs, a lot of times come with those flat nose, and when they do have that flat nose, that's a lot more energy on the front of that bullet and makes it want to turn into a pancake more or less. So let me take this plastic off, and now let's get to looking for the bullets. I remember saying that the 40 was on the bottom, so somebody remind me if I screw that up. So yeah, bottom there. We're going to start coming off the back here. Big old chunk, still no holes. Still nothing off that. And we get to here, and there's something broke. So the paper plate's broken on the top. Can y'all see that? Yeah. So the 10 millimeter broke more paper plates further. You know, look into that however you want to look into that. We'll say this is how many it took to not break some 10 millimeter, but let's see if we can actually find the rounds here. Actually, you know what? We're going to count it where we actually get the bullet, not where they were broken. So that many off the back. Right here is the 10 millimeter. So it actually didn't pancake out like I expected it to. So I'll set this to the side, then I'll show you guys up close here in a minute. But that was the 10 millimeter. We'll figure out how many plates this is. Now let's look for that 40. And there's the 40. So this many more plates to stop a 10 millimeter over a 40. So kind of similar here. There's the 40. So let me count all these. We'll write it down because I'll forget as soon as I count it, and then I'll show you these that we caught. I'll be right back. Alright, so hopefully I did a half decent job counting these plates, but for the 10 millimeter, it took this stack plus this stack. For the 40, it just took this stack. So the 40, it took 148 paper plates to stop it, and there's the round there that we caught. And then the 10 millimeter, it took 193 plates to stop it. So the difference there of 45 plates, it took 45 more plates to stop the 10 millimeter over the 40. Give you a close look at those rounds there we caught, the 40, and then that 10 millimeter there. 10 millimeter is deformed a little bit more, but hey. The 10 millimeter is not the same as the 40. Like I said, these are the exact same bullets. There's definitely something to be said there for all the guys who say, oh, the 10 millimeter is weak sauce unless you go spend a bunch of money on $3 bullets. I don't buy it, and this video I think somewhat proves it. So 10 millimeter is 10 millimeter ammo, 40 is 40 ammo. I don't buy it that 10 millimeter is weak sauce. Now you might be able to get super powerful stuff out of those $3 bullets, but hey, I can't afford all that, and I don't know how many of you can either. But appreciate you guys watching. I am a big fan of the 10 millimeter, especially when it's an XDM that's camouflage color. But hey, I like green and I like camo. But I am a fan of 45 ACP. I'm a fan of 10 millimeter. Some of you guys may be fans of 40. I talk to you guys all the time that say that you are in love with your 40. Nothing against 40. I just never have carried one personally. But you carry whatever floats your boat, and I promise you it's going to be a whole lot better than nothing. Don't forget to check out all the links down below. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram, guys. That really, really helps me. Appreciate you guys watching. We will see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to comment down below what we need to do with those 900 plates we got left. Hoo-doo!